Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and Jacor's channel. My name is Jasmine Shakray. If you are new here, welcome. Hit the subscribe button down below. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back, baby. Today we are going to be talking about my top 5 tips for exclusively breastfeeding mothers. Now this is going to be a multi-series video. Today I'm just talking about the top 5 tips that I wish somebody would have told me from the beginning. So let's get right into this video. Let me get my notes to make sure that I am staying on track, keeping it to my 5 top tips. So tip number 1. If you are watching this video as a mom that has just started breastfeeding, or as a mom that is expecting and considering breastfeeding, I want to say this is my number 1 tip. If you do plan to exclusively breastfeed your baby, I do suggest somewhere between the 3 and 5 month period of breastfeeding that you start to introduce a bottle to your baby frequently. So start to give baby a bottle during lunch hours or during the morning hours, so that your baby is comfortable taking milk from a bottle and not just from your boob. 14 months into this process, Jacor does not want to take a bottle from me. She doesn't want to take a sippy cup from me with milk in it. She will take a sippy cup that has water in it, but as soon as she tastes milk, sis is done. She has taken bottles with milk in it from my mom, from her godmom, from her aunts. And that's because I'm not in the house with them when they are giving her a bottle. So I highly suggest, if you are going to exclusively breastfeed your baby and you have an end goal in mind of when you want to stop breastfeeding, introduce a bottle early and often so that they are comfortable with the idea of getting milk outside of your boob. A lot of times babies, especially at Jacor's age, they are breastfeeding because it's routine for them. It's all she knows. It's a comfort thing. So we are really struggling to wean her off of the boob because that's what she knows. So no fault of her own. A learning curve for myself. And Miss Mamas is letting me know that she's not going to be done breastfeeding anytime soon. So that's that. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 in an order from 1 to 5 for me would be a lactation consultant. The hospital where I gave birth at had lactation consultants on site. So before I delivered her, I let them know I wanted to breastfeed. After I delivered her, they confirmed again if I wanted to breastfeed or formula feed. I told them I wanted to breastfeed. I did latch Jacor within the hour of her birth. And then the following day, a lactation consultant did come into the room to see how everything was going. I thought everything was going amazing. Another story for another video. Fast forward to week 3, postpartum. I was in pain. My nipples was hurting. I thought it was normal. It was not normal. I was able to schedule with the lactation consultant on site at the hospital because my insurance covered it. So that is something you want to see if your insurance covers a lactation consultant at the hospital where you gave birth. If they did not, there are plenty of lactation consultants online. I will link one down below that I know of. I did not use her. I did take one of her lactation consultant classes, or her lactation classes, before I gave birth. But that is something that you want to have a lactation consultant on speed dial. Even if you are 5 months into the breastfeeding process, if you feel like you're struggling to produce milk, you feel like your latch is not where it needs to be, highly recommend reaching out to a consultant because they can help you get the proper latch. They can help to make sure that you are producing enough milk, troubleshoot any areas that you may be having. Tip number 3 is going to be, you know what, tip number 3 may also be number 1 on the list, but me as a mom that is trying to wean my baby off, you know why. Tip number 1 is number 1. But tip number 3, you want to make sure that you have a nipple butter. I was using nipple butter from the time I gave birth to I think about 9 months, and I still use it here and there if Jakora just gets a really bad latch, or if she bites me and my nipple is now in pain. I'll still apply the same butter that I have been using since I gave birth to Jakora, and that is my Earth Mama organic nipple butter. I also use the nipple butter when I pump. I actually have not pumped since November because I'm lazy. But yeah, Earth Mama, I have 2 of them. Earth Mama, there we go. Earth Mama nipple butter is the GOAT, okay? It smells good. I was gonna say it tastes good, but I don't even know how it tastes. It smells good. It doesn't bother Jakora, obviously, because if it did, I wouldn't be using it. It's so smooth. I'll let you see the inside of this one to kind of see the consistency over time. You know what? Don't want to waste any product, but put a little bit on my hand. The consistency of it, you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. Even if you don't use the Earth Mama nipple butter, I suggest you getting some type of nipple butter to help with the friction and the pulling, especially in those early months, because your nipple is going to be so very fragile. So find a nipple butter at your local grocery store, at Target, Amazon. Read the ingredients, and just make sure it's something that you're comfortable with. Using this product is actually organic. I haven't had any problems with it. I've gone through probably only about 4 jars of it within the last month. I mean, the last 12 or 14 months. I'm all over the place. But yeah, Earth Mama organic nipple butter. So we recommend it, baby. We recommend it. Tip number 4 is going to be scheduling. So you want to make sure that you are on some type of scheduling system, especially in the earlier stages when you are trying to get your milk to come in. For Jakora, she was eating every hour to every hour and a half until she was about 4 months, and then I would stretch her to every 2 hours. But she does still nurse on demand. She'll eat lunch and then she will eat a whole plate of food and then she'll crawl over to me to breastfeed. So scheduling is important. I believe in the beginning you don't want to go past 3 hours. So I was doing every hour and a half. I honestly would recommend every 2 hours. Make it something that you can keep up with, and then if you feel like you are not producing enough milk, cut the session shorter so that you are getting in enough milk. And one thing to note with breastfed babies, if you are not aware, is they do excrete out any excess milk. So that's why you see breastfed babies seem to always be hungry. It's not always because you're not producing enough milk. It's just because they're not holding on to what they don't need. So I know for Jakora, when she breastfeeds, it's like within the next 30 minutes to an hour, she's using the bathroom already. So keeping up with the schedule and sticking to that schedule in the beginning is important. If you have to set a timer on your phone to go off every 2 hours, do that so that you get comfortable with breastfeeding, baby gets comfortable with breastfeeding, and routines I've learned, I'm still learning, but I've learned in motherhood, routines are crucial. They're important, especially when it comes to breastfeeding. And then tip number 5, 14 months in, I'm still using it, still doing it. It's gonna be to have a comfortable nursing bra. So still have my nursing bras on. I love the nursing bra. Can just unclick it. Boob is out. when baby is done, click it back up. I actually got these from Amazon in a 3-pack. So, quick tip. The first set that I got was a size small because I'm a part of the itty bitty titty committee. So I got a size small, and the small was a little too constricting for me. However, when I did pump, I have a wireless pump, so the size small was great for the pump to keep the pump close. But in terms of everyday wear, I would suggest going a size up, especially because with breastfeeding, your boobs do tend to grow, or they appear to have grown when really it's just milk. So you want to size up with your nursing pads, your nursing bras. And speaking of nursing pads, I removed the padding out of my bras. But yeah, find a super comfortable nursing bra. And now they have bras that are nursing bras, but they also will give you a lift. So depending on where you look, I know Target has some, but if you're like an A cup, you're not gonna find none in store. So if you want a cute nursing bra and you're an A cup or you're a smaller cup, you do need to go on Amazon to get that. But yeah, that's all I have for my first breastfeeding video. 5 quick tips. Let's do a quick recap. You want to bottle feed baby. You want to make sure that you have a lactation consultant handy. You want to make sure you have nipple butter. This might be number 1, but it's debatable. You want to make sure number 4, you have a schedule, and number 5, you have a comfortable nursing bra so that baby can easily access the boob. No fussing, no fighting, baby can get right to it. My next video that I'm going to put out, I will put out a more in-depth video of products that I used, as far as massagers, cooling pads, bottles that we use that she would take from other people, and things like that. If you have any other questions in terms of breastfeeding, drop them down below. The only thing that I really cannot answer, or I don't feel comfortable with answering in terms of breastfeeding, is pumping, unless you're pumping to have milk on the side. I didn't exclusively pump, so I'm not really aware of the pumping schedule other than power pumping. But anything else with breastfeeding, positions, yeah, anything like that, let me know down below. Jakor is playing with the sippy cup right now. She's not even drinking it. She has the top in one hand and the bottle in the other hand. So wish me luck, because this baby, she got to get weaned off. We enter month 14, and I don't think I can continue on to month 15. But until next time, thanks for kicking it with us. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed by now, what are you waiting for? See y'all soon. Bye-bye.